Casey's Top 40.
Hi, this is Kasem. Jewel is on the verge of having back-to-back number one hits. She hit number one earlier this year with her smash, You Were Meant for Me. And now she quickly leaped to number 4 with her follow-up, Foolish Games. Can Jewel repeat her success and make it 2 for 2? We'll find out as we count down all the biggest hits and check out the latest music news on Casey's Top 40 from Westwood One Entertainment. Another song that's holding steady at number 7 on Casey's Top 40 is the debut single from Jewel. Earlier this year, she starred on stage as Dorothy in a star-studded adaptation of The Wizard of Oz. Now, here she is singing solo on Who Will Save Your Soul.
People living their lives for you on TV. They say that.
Count them down with Casey Kasem.
And that means we're up to the brand new number one song in the USA on Casey's Top 40. It's by a 22-year-old singer inspired by the love poems of Nobel Prize winner Pablo Neruda. This musician says that writing has always been a big part of her life, but not writing songs. Her first love, she says, was poetry. Even as a little girl with a tiny vocabulary, she'd write poems that were just one verse long. And she says that as she learned more about poetry, she fell in love with the verses of the Nobel Prize-winning poet from Chile named Pablo Neruda. If you saw the movie called The Postman, you may remember he was the old poet who helped the mailman win the woman he loved. The poems of Pablo Neruda were mostly about love, in collections with names like 20 Love Poems and A Story of Despair. And the singer with this week's number one song says, quote, his love poems are my favorite. They're like nothing else in the universe. Pablo Neruda is who she wanted to become. But instead, she decided to translate her poems into songs, and she's recorded those songs on her debut CD, Pieces of You. So far, it's sold over 3 million copies and earned her rave reviews for her writing. Last November, the second hit from that CD entered our survey, and this week, that love poem has become the biggest hit in the land. The brand new number one song in the USA on Casey's Top 40 is You Were Meant for Me by Jewel.
Casey's Top 40.
Climbing 5 notches to number 15 on Casey's Top 40 is Jewel, a singer who once tried to support herself by working a variety of waitressing jobs. But she says she lost each of those jobs because she was more interested in chatting with the customers than serving them food. Now here she is serving up hits like Foolish Games.
Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem.
Well, now we're up to the song Standing Still by a star who's getting some good practice when it comes to singing the national anthem. She sung it at both the Super Bowl and the World Series. It was 4 years ago, back in 1998, that Jewel was asked to kick off Super Bowl 32 by singing the Star-Spangled Banner. It was especially appropriate since the big game was being played in Jewel's adopted hometown of San Diego, California. And recently, Jewel sang the national anthem again at a high-profile sports event at the first game of the World Series matchup between the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks in Phoenix. And this year, Jewel will be performing the national anthem and her current hit at the National Hockey League's All-Star Game in Los Angeles next weekend.
Counting them down with Casey Kasem.
3 years ago, back in 2002, this was one of the hottest songs. It's by Jewel, a singer who says it takes her a long time to write her songs. Quote, I'm overly analytical of everything. For me, writing songs is like a disease. Once I start the process, I can't stop until I'm finished. For me, that's the cure. Here's Jewel with Standing Still.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
7 years ago, back in 1999, one of the hottest songs was by Jewel, a woman who has several New Year's resolutions. Quote, I'm trying to be better every day, trying to be healthy, trying to be less tortured, and I'm trying not to be so serious. Here's Jewel with Hands. From 1999, that's Jewel with Hands. I'm Casey Kasem. Coming up on AT20, a long-distance dedication from a man in Louisiana to the one love of his life, who he hopes just might be listening.
The hits from coast to coast.
When it's time to buy or sell a home, the right real estate agent can make all the difference. So what do you look for in an agent? Experience, of course. Performance, who sells the most homes? Experience, performance, sounds a lot like RE/MAX to me. RE/MAX agents average more experience and more sales than other agents, and you'll find RE/MAX offices all across the country and around the world. So when you're looking for the right agent, head right for RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. Each office is independently owned and operated.